Okay, here's the electrical demo. I always like to do this in the garage because it's easier to see the lights going on and off. So the key has three positions on these this 62 Honda Superhawk. So here it's off, here it's on. You can see like the neutral indicator light is on. There's also this last position, which is it's a parking light. So that's the only thing that's on is your tail light. So if you were parking on a dark street at night and you didn't want people to hit it, that you would use that. And just be careful, when a lot of times I'll accidentally turn it to that position instead of thinking that's off, but it's not really off, and you'd come back and your battery would be dead. So anyway, continuing on, then we see our neutral indicator light, and then this big black knob here on top of the headlight turns the headlights on. You can see they're shining there, and then I'll do this knob here is the high and low beam. So that's low beam, and there's the high beam. I think you can sort of see that happening, right? Now there is no high beam indicator on this 1962 model. They added that later. So there's, just be aware of that. And then the horn works. And the only way that you have a tail, the stoplight is it's only actuated by the rear brake. There's no switch with the handbrake up front. So you always have to apply your rear brake, which you always should kind of apply, anyway. But there's your tail light. And we can have it with this, with the headlight on. You'll see our tail light's on, and when we hit the brakes, there are, hitting the brake like this, and our stop light is coming on. And of course the electric start, which we saw earlier. So that's it. That's all all of the electric. So I guess I will mention that the bike does have, it's impossible to see, but it's the regulator rectifier, or the regulator that converts the AC from the alternator down here to DC for the battery to keep the battery charged, has been replaced with a modern unit that is also a regulator. So it's impossible to overcharge the battery. And what that allowed me to do, there's a couple extra windings in the alternator that they would only enable those when the headlight was on. So instead, I just wired those two so they're always on. So the alternator is always working at full capacity. And then the regulator is making sure that the battery doesn't get overcharged. And then one last detail, I always put this on every bike. It's a battery tender pigtail here, so that if the bike's been sitting or you wanted to reach, keep the battery tip top, you can just, without having to take the seat off or mess around, you can just plug a battery tender right into this little pigtail here. So that's it on the electrical. Thank you very much for watching.